Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel! Whoop, my phone stopped. Okay. I am trying a new setup for my videos right now. I feel like I really like this little corner right here. I actually have you set up on a guitar currently, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. I got my iced coffee in a mug, which you can see it just a little bit. Cool. Anyways, hello! Welcome back. My name is Ellie. If you are new here, I hope you like this video. Today, we're going to be talking about all things commuter student related. Okay, I'm titling this video, The Truth About Being a Stay-at-Home College Student, Finding Your Passion, Completing Your Goals, and Making Friends. Woo! Which is kind of a lot for a title, but it's fine. I have a lot to talk about with you guys today. Let's have a little chat. So today I really just wanted to talk about the truth about being a stay-at-home college student, because I feel like it's not really talked about a lot. I feel like there's a lot of hype around moving away to college, going to a new state, going to a new city, and living in a dorm, living on campus, and just kind of having that typical college experience, living with a bunch of strangers, living in a dorm, having the whole life, and I feel like it's just not really talked about, what it's like staying at home and doing school, but also living your best life and having a really fun time still, because I feel like I'm living my best life right now, even though I'm staying at home and not having the typical experience. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I definitely have not had the typical college experience, I would definitely say. That's in part to my lifestyle choices, just the way I live my life. I don't really party or go drink or anything like that, but a lot of it is because I do stay at home for school. Some little background about me and my school and living situation, I guess, is I live at home and I commute to school. I have about a 30 to 35 minute drive, I would say, probably. Yeah, every day I have classes in person like any normal student would, about 4 days a week probably. I'm on campus about 4 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, depending on if I have an event going on and that kind of thing. But I also go to school for free, which is one of the things that is really not talked about. Is it is so much cheaper to stay at home if you can. If you're so blessed to have parents that will let you stay at home, honestly, I highly recommend it, because I get paid to go to school, actually, because I have extra scholarships, which I'm so thankful and so blessed for. But if I was going, out of state or going somewhere really expensive, I would be in thousands of dollars of student debt, which is definitely worth it to some people. But for me, that was not worth it, just because when I was a freshman, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to pay, $20,000 a year or a semester, whatever, doing something that I may switch up later. So that's why I decided to go to school near home. I'm going to split this video into 3 sections. The first section, I'm going to talk about my routine of commuting to school, what I do every day. Secondly, I'm going to talk about making friends while being a commuter student, because it is harder than you think. And then the last section, I'm going to talk about finding your passion at a university, because it can be kind of overwhelming. You just feel like a little fish in a giant sea sometimes, because I go to a pretty big school, and it can be kind of overwhelming to figure out what you want to do when there are so many different options. So let's get into it. Cheers. So first is my routine of commuting to school. Pretty much every day, I wake up about 7 or 8. My first class is at 9:30 a.m. And what I typically do, what typically ends up happening when I go to school, something that actually was really hard for me when I was a freshman, was staying on campus all day, because I would have all these events that I wanted to go to, for different clubs and organizations, but they were always at night. And my classes were always in the morning. I don't really have that many evening classes. And so I would have a 6 or 8 hour gap where I would just have to sit in the library for 8 hours. So I still do that quite often. I am a part of a girls Bible study group on campus, and we have a lot of events in the evenings and just different things that we do in the evenings. So I'll get to school about 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, and sometimes I'll be there until, I'll still be on campus until 8:30 or 9 o'clock-ish. So I'll be on campus for a total of 12 hours some days. Some days it's a lot shorter and I come home earlier just because I'm tired. That's kind of my routine. Mondays I usually stay home because I don't have classes. Tuesdays I am on campus for most of the day until the afternoon-ish, and then Wednesdays a lot of times I'm there all day, and so I'm also there all day on Thursday. So a lot of times I have really long days, but that's why I'm really thankful to have really good friends who I can just go to their apartment and hang out if I want to, or text my group chat of girls and just ask if anyone wants to hang out in the library. And lots of times I run into people in the library where I'll just hang out with them for a long time until my next event. Yeah, but that kind of leads into my next point, is making friends while being a commuter student. because, like I said before, it's a lot harder than people make it seem, I guess. Because when you're commuting, you don't have the same typical experience that people do who are living in dorms. When you're living in a dorm with someone as a freshman, everyone is trying to make friends. Everyone is trying to get to know each other. It's a very different experience compared to, going to class and then after class going home. So if you are commuting, I really encourage you to stay on campus. Even if it feels like pointless, even if you don't have anything to go to, I seriously just stay on campus. Like, go to the library, sit with someone you don't know. In your classes, ask if people want to make study groups just to like hang out, go get coffee and study for your class, because that's how I have made friends and really like just gotten to know new people, is just by staying on campus, even when I don't have an exact purpose for staying on campus, even when I feel very tempted to go home, because I am a very big homebody. I love being at home. I love being cozy. I like being in my own space. So sometimes when I'm, there for 12 hours, it can be really hard. Sometimes I'll just go sit in my car for an hour and take a nap because I just really don't feel like socializing anymore. But if you are looking to make new friends and you really want to be a part of like a community, seriously, just stay on campus. Like I said, talk to your friends after classes, try and look at your school's like organization page and just go to new like student orgs that have like same interests or like beliefs or ideals that you have. Like Soul Purpose. I love Soul Purpose. It's my Bible study group and it is so fun. I just looked it up on my InfoNet. It's like our student organization page where it has all of our student orgs listed, and it just said Girls Bible Study Group. So I went. You could look up whatever like different college you're in. You could look up the different like business fraternities that are like a part of it, or you could join Greek life, or you could just, there's literally so many student organizations for like the most random things. I feel like there's a student organization for every random hobby. That's my encouragement to you, is that if you are looking to make friends, just stay on campus. You have to put a lot more effort into it than most people do who are living in dorms, because they're forced to make friends with each other. Whereas as a commuter, it can be very tempting to just want to go home after class. But if you are looking to make friends, you got to put a little bit more effort into it, because people aren't just going to come up to you. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe people will come up to you, but like, you got to put effort into it too. Friendship goes two ways. Okay, third, I am going to be talking about finding your passion, because as I said earlier, when I was a freshman, I literally had no stinking idea what I wanted to do. I had literally no idea. When I was in high school, I always thought I was gonna go like the STEM direction. I always thought that I would like be an engineer. I always wanted to be like an aerospace engineer, not go to space, but like work on rocket ships and just do like really advanced physics and calculus, just like really cool stuff. I love math. But when I got to school, I realized like some certain things and certain ideas that I had for the rest of my life, and I decided that going the business route would be the better option for me, because I would love to work for myself someday. I really like content creation and marketing and that kind of thing. I feel like there's a lot of different sides to me and different things that I could be interested in, which can be kind of overwhelming when you're trying to choose a major. So my major is digital marketing right now, which I am obsessed with. I love it. I'm in my first social media marketing class right now, and it is amazing. But if you're trying to decide what to do, first thing I would do, take like 10 career tests, because those tests will give you ideas of like what kind of career options there are out there. And then once you kind of figure out like, oh, if you have a couple of majors that you're maybe interested in, look up those majors and look up jobs that you can get with those majors, and then maybe shadow someone. So if you want to be a healthcare assistant or something, look up all the different jobs that you can get with a biology major. And then once you like find those jobs, maybe what I did, actually, I contacted someone. I just emailed them who does like digital marketing for a company, and I shadowed them for the day and saw what their job was like, because every job is different pretty much. And I just feel like that's a really good way to go about it, is like just really see what that job would look like after you graduate, because college is only 4 years. I mean, it could be more if you get graduates or you have a 5-year program, whatever. But yeah, that's what I would do. Figure out what major you want to do, research that major and the type of jobs that are associated with that major, and then look up those jobs and shadow someone, maybe to see what a day in a life in a healthcare assistant would look like, and then see if that lines up with what your life's vision is going to be, or what your ideas are for the future. Yeah. Bing, bing, that I want you guys to take away from this video is that if you have a dream about something, if you don't want to go to college, that's completely fine. I really don't think that college is necessary for a lot of different careers. I mean, for some careers it's obviously necessary, like, you know, being a lawyer or a doctor, that kind of thing. Even my major, like, it's great. But if I really, most YouTubers don't have a digital marketing degree. Like, I'm just being honest, most YouTubers do not have a digital marketing degree. I just really want you to know that you can complete your goals. If you want to do something and you set your mind to it, you can do it. You can do it. See, you, I'm talking to you right there. You can do it. You just gotta focus. I do a lot of research is involved with starting a new process or trying to take on a new, you know, career aspiration or different things like that. But I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too. And yeah, if you have a goal that you want to do, if you want to be a doctor, that's amazing. If you want to be a YouTuber, that's amazing. If you want to be a skydiving instructor, that's amazing. If you want to, I saw this on TikTok yesterday, but if you want to be a mermaid at a hotel pool, that is amazing. I'm so happy for you. And a lot of those things require a degree, and a lot of those things do not require a degree. So I guess that's my encouragement to you. Yeah, I just want you to know that you can complete your goals, and I believe in you. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you stayed to the end, I would love it if you liked this video and subscribe down below. If you want to turn on those post notification bells as well to get updated every time I post a new video, that would be amazing. I love you guys. I've been on a roll with uploading. I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, I've uploaded 4 weeks in a row now, which is a lot for me because I have a lot going on. I'm a student, I have 2 jobs, and I have a boyfriend, I have my family, and I have my friends. It's a lot. But I've really enjoyed making these videos, even though, you know, there's like 50 of you watching. I appreciate you, every single one of you who's watching, and I love you. I will talk to you next week. Bye!